It's time for us to start using our IQs and our opportunities that we have. Because what would be the essence of you being able to afford vehicles worth of 45 million and 50 million? You have properties, domestications worth of 100 million, 200 million, and yet you have potholes in your area and you can't fill them up. I mean, I when I even walk through a job, or maybe when I go through in a motorcycle, in a bike, and we move through the old portals and we manage. Sometimes God protecting us, we don't even get to fall. But I look at just the car right next to me driving by my side, and it's just a nice looking AMG Mercedes Benz or a nice looking Formatic Mercedes Benz, and I look them just still moving along through the same pothole on the road, and they are just fine with it. And it's like that every day. I mean, every goddamn day. So I came to think about it that if I was now the one opportune to have this, would I end up the same like them? What makes me think that I will be different? What makes me think that I would actually affect the resolution that is required at a particular point in time? But I now thought about it that what is now going to be the essence of living or having an existence when you have the opportunity to correct a wrong or to correct a problem, and yet it is not being corrected, and you still keep wallowing in the problem? I mean, I don't like problems. Maybe because I'm a Virgo. My birthday was yesterday. I didn't even receive a fucking birthday messages from anybody. But yeah, it is all good. Why? Because life still goes on. I can't even hold it against anybody. Everybody has the choice. So even if I don't say happy birthday to you too out there, I mean, you don't have to get angry with me. But nevertheless, what matters is the fact that I still get to eat, and I still get to reach out to people that need. So I believe even me, not even basing my judgmental value on the basis of myself, of my personality, but I'm like, if I have this opportunity to do something, not to now make mention of being the president of a country like Nigeria, you have access to every resources. I mean, thank God these days that's where we are even having enjoying a little bit of electricity. Thank God, APC Buhari thing. I mean, they all came to play, and thank God we're enjoying electricity now to some reasonable value, to some reasonable extent. But aside from that, there's still a lot of things yet to be done, even from the hands of the people. So a leader, a good leader, if I were to be the president of Nigeria, I would make sure that I still work with the people. I mean, there is still going to be this sort of self-to-self contact between the president and the people. So maybe if the people can even arrange some sort of, rating census against their leader to see the level of leadership they've appreciated from him. Of course, it can be implemented. It can be implemented to help regulate how I am doing as a leader in a country, because I am not above the law. So when I realize these things, and I to be the president, I would always want to use the opportunities available to ensure a functional system whereby any Nigerian that is not okay financially, is a matter of his choice. That okay, you don't want to work because you don't just want to. I mean, you are talking about a system that would allow every Nigeria, both young, both old, to become engaged positively and productively, that will benefit the family. For example, what is wrong in any man that is working with a government, in a government facility, or in a private facility that is still recognized by the government? What is wrong in such man having his own kids school fees or his siblings school fees being taken care of while he is working? Because such amount has been designed for the system, in a system for him to get relieved of such expenses as is being deducted from his payment, and that way he works and he still get paid to bring home to get his family fed in a functional good system that is to be implemented by a president. Maybe me if tomorrow comes, or maybe God says that okay, I'm the president of Nigeria, These are the things I'll focus my mind on. I mean, a good president, not just even a good president, a normal human being with opportunity is supposed to realize that spending money on just makeups like Maybelline is crap. I mean, what are you telling us, that we need to use more makeups now, or that is what our life is all about now, to be all fancy and looking good when we are not actually good? I mean, you could be the son of a father that, or the daughter of a father that is so buoyant financially, having this whole resource for you and access that you can, get, and your welfare is on rocking. You don't lack. Meanwhile, there are a lot of millions of your own kind out there that are still brokers, but they see you as an icon or a goddess, but yet they're hungry. They are hungry. They are hungry. Ebi ń pa wọ́n. Ebi ń pa wọ́n. Ìwọ ń gbádùn. Ó dẹ̀ ń gbé nínú environment àwọn elébi. Okay, maybe that is one of the reasons why even big men don't like staying in an environment where there are other, you know, normal people, aside from mentality wise, because normally it doesn't even look fitting when you are building a palace in the midst of the wilderness. Yeah, but you always want to build your palace among other castles, right? So that you can just be among and pick a number. But I'm talking about real opportunity right here now. Like, you guys have the money, you guys can build industries, you guys can create industries, you guys can implement industries that will also implement employment, not on favorism or nepotism, but on neutral grounds, on the fact that you can be trained as a Nigerian and you can also perform as a Nigerian. I mean, if we even get to even establish the aspect of research, like I once said in the last video of this, if I were to be a president of Nigeria Challenge 2019, I made mention of research, production, institution, and recycling. On the aspect of research, what is wrong in Nigerians having elite groups of research companies all over the whole federation, based on local governments, so that it can reach out to every domestication locally? What is wrong in having research institute, not just in Oshodi, but also in Yanapaja, or also in Command, a research institute of the government, from the government, that enables youth to engage in studies and researches that will help bring about more development, that will be able to meet up with the current, concurrent growing technology and science in the world, so they won't be left behind. I mean, there are countries producing phones, producing modem, assembling computer systems, and they're all kids. If you look at them, these guys are kids, literally kids, and they are doing this job. And we adults, we just keep on using our millions to buy them. We buy the product and we keep using, and we feel fly about them instead of learning how to produce them too. I mean, come on, man. Our naira is dropping all the time, by the hour. Our naira is dropping in the side, by the side of the dollar is dropping almost every now and then, and we are not realizing that we need to work towards that, towards stopping it. We need to work towards stopping it. Otherwise, we'll end up like Zimbabwe, whereby before we buy a tuber of yam, we'll be spending about 150,000 naira. I mean, we're getting there if we're not careful, because our foreign reserve is rubbish, is next to trash. We don't even know if the news are true, or the news are lies, or we don't have the internet info is all crap. But the point is that the foreign reserve is being embezzled, and all the time CBN is bringing out new policies to help restrain money system and all that. But still, man, these politicians, our leaders, are still having their lives, flexing, their children in abroad studying, and you guys in Nigeria are still suffering and hailing them, calling them, hey, it's Wale Baba, Enugbe Baba Laye, and all that. But yet, we are taking our minds from our real problems and forgetting the fact that time is time, and if you put it on wasting, you are jonesing, and as it is going, you need to realize, you need to become idealized and see that, man, you can't allow this to keep going. I mean, we're all giving birth to kids, getting married. So now, okay, when you make your money now, you become important, you find a better place and all that. The problem still remains, because you can't run away from your problems, Nigerians. You have to face your problems, and until we start facing them now, We don't get there. We don't get to that apex. We don't get to that success ground. We keep complaining all the day. Complain. Now we complain that Buhari is bad, Buhari is bad. He may be bad for some time. I mean, I don't see the reason why he has to close up the borders, but if he's closing it for some reasons, well, fine. Instead of closing it, you can just employ people to run standardization, and that is that way more Nigerians are even more employed, not on favorism, but on the ability of the fact that these ones are qualified, and even the ones that are not qualified, they create opportunities for research so that they can learn, they can become better instead of paying one white man from one far country to come and do your job for you, and you're paying them billions, millions, while your own people are in slavery and you don't get shit other than hundreds or thousands, and yet you expect the best from them. Come on, man, train them, let them become better so that when they're better, you don't need any motherfucker, you just be on your own. And you can realize that this whole concept of independence that you have gotten will be much more realized than forgotten. Because how much independence are we, even ever since day of our independence? How much independent are we? We have resources, metal resources, plastics, yet we ain't doing things. And when one bright Nigerian comes up with an idea, instead of putting attention on it and seeing out the possibility of expanding it on and also industrializing this so that it can create more opportunities of employment and also productivity for the state, as a president should think, or a leader should think, or a government should think. But you just find a way of shutting down the dream, and the person is just going to become exhausted and frustrated, and before you realize it, maybe if he's not being blessed with opportunity like Anthony Joshua, he goes abroad, then he'll be appreciated out there and he becomes an icon, and they'll start seeing on Instagram like, hey cheese, hey, I'm better now, I'm in abroad, I'm not in Nigeria anymore, fuck that country. And you guys will feel proud by hearing that. Why? Because no big deal, the guy is in America and he's doing better, so where's my bees? But the guys don't care about that. I know say that your bees is bringing you the leads of the highest ridicule. It's bringing you the means of the highest ridicule, and as it is, it shouldn't be so, because this Nigeria is my country and it's your country, and we should love it. And when we love something that God has given us naturally, come on, man, we're just telling God, man, we don't like you. We don't. Man, we have to be grateful. So let us start using our brain. As a Nigerian president, I would also encourage my people to start using their brains. You want to use a radio? You want to use a radio, right? You like a radio station? You like radio? Okay, let me say you want to you want to listen to radio stations from a radio device. So you like a radio device. Let us see how we can create a radio device. What are the components required? Let us think about them. Okay, yes, where can we get these components? Even the components that we don't have, that we will need to bring from other countries, at least we will know that we are getting raw materials other than products from other countries. That way we gain the respect, we gain the value of what is spent. I mean, companies even in this country, Nigeria, right now, that are enjoying longevity and profitability all their lives and business, is because they are also ensuring that even their expenses or their expenditures they carry on, their money made, is in a form of a recycling. Like they recycle their money. Whereby we need to install panels in your houses. So you need to install panels. Okay, then instead of going to the market to go and buy ready-made panels, they build panels and install it so that the money for even buying panels is already retained in their own in their own pockets. But aside from all this, the whole point of this whole message is the fact that as a Nigerian president, if I was blessed with the opportunity to become a Nigerian president, productivity, starting with research, after research, productivity, followed by institutions to ensure the functional system of that production, of that productivity as it's going on, and also recycling to ensure the whole flow of the ongoing reaction of production, of productivity, of positivity, of success, to ensure the overflow keep going on and on. This will be my criteria, and this will be my criteria as a motive for making my country, Nigeria, the best country.